Hello and welcome to the Best Champions Podcast, a podcast about everything with friends who know nothing. I, as always, am your host, Mike Masilotti. We go live from the Third Wheel Podcast Studio every Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. PST, or close to 10 a.m. PST. Sitting with me, as always, I got a slew, conglomerate, a group, gaggle of comedians, and Rashad. Everyone give it up for Rashad real quick on the ones and twos. All right, now going around the room, we got Andy Southern, Tom Carvey, Dex Carvey. Andy Southern, where can people find you?
Hello. That was my big intro.
Hello.
Hello. At Andy Southern, IRL, and check out my YouTube, Obscure Nerd VR, if you like VR.
Ooh. Is it
plug?
Is it Obscure Nerd VR now?
Yeah.
VR. All right.
I've upgraded the trademark.
Upgraded the trademark. Tom?
I don't have any plugs or anything like that, but it's great to be here.
That's the greatest plug.
That is the best plug ever.
I don't really have too many plugs either. You can follow me on Instagram at Dex Carvey, and also just keep an eye for your boy, man.
There you go. Keep an eye out for your boy player. All right, so every week we go over a bunch of random stuff on this podcast, try to read a bunch of news stories. This is live, so if you guys want to tune in or chime in, go to Facebook or YouTube.
Please do. Chime in.
Yeah, feel free to subscribe, rate. Try to rate me. First of all, there's this weird, I don't know if you guys were here last week when we were talking about it.
No.
For some reason, it's hilarious to give me 1-star rating. And I don't know who the hell started this funny joke, but I only have 1-star ratings.
That's a good joke.
On the podcast?
Yeah, well, on everything I do.
I think your mom started the joke years ago.
Bro, it's crazy. Like, I will like read the comments, and people are nice to me in the comments, but they were last week, everyone was like, yo, let's make a funny joke and just give him 1-star ratings, but like, pop the podcast, dislike it, but just
engagement.
That's what everyone else said.
You're the bad boy of podcasts.
Where are you streaming? Are you on YouTube and Twitch? This feels like Twitch trolling kind of.
No, this is his parlor audience.
Yeah, this
is just someone that you probably know.
No, this is just I'm on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. I haven't checked a lot of my.
I'm feeling this is some Twitch antics.
It does sound like. I mean, to be fair, I did sort of start the campaign against you. They took it from there.
Twitch is a wild place, man. I mean, I can tell you a lot about that. It's not
the wild
you
west.
big on
It's the Wild West. Tom and I were on Twitch a couple years ago. This is probably like 2016.
So like earlier
Oh
Wild
shit!
West
Like
days
right
of
when it was
Twitch.
like.
But we were doing that IRL shit, which is a little different than the game stuff. That's
Yeah.
like going out with a camera live and just trying to make shit go crazy.
Yeah, just trying to capture weird.
Just kind of
moments.
capture. It was really fun, but it just people you
The
get, if you get
software
disturbed a little
wasn't
bit. It's like being a
developed.
night crawler. You see things you don't want to see out there.
Yeah, the software wasn't developed either. So like, now I think you could just be out there with your phone and do it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we look like backpacks with like yeah.
You
You
have
had a giant
boom mic?
antenna coming out. You had a boom mic attached to the phone. We looked like full-on cyborgs. It was expensive and it was rough, and I would not do it again. And also, there's a lot of trolls on Twitch, man.
There are, yeah. Well, I've just recently launched like a YouTube VR channel, and there's a lot of trolls in the virtual reality community.
VR trolls.
Yeah.
Oh, they seem like they'd be the worst.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you're-
Yeah, because they come up and they like
Well,
jerk
they can
you
like
off.
Yeah.
their nipples and shit.
And you're like,
punch
I
you in the
didn't
face.
consent to this.
That's the thing is I feel like that's all that's going on that VR game is it's just
VR
people
chat?
running around molesting people.
Yeah.
Like,
On
That's
that main
90
game.
I'm
where
the
you just
only
kind
one.
of go in.
How long until there's VR Me Too?
It's actually
Oh,
already
it's
happened.
probably
There's a lawsuit.
See, he's like,
I'm not kidding.
He's like,
There
bro,
was-
I'm about to make a lot of money.
There was a female. Well, one, yeah, still in litigation.
Yeah.
There was a female reporter that went in, who like sued somebody because they were like fondling her breasts in VR.
Whoa.
Wait, so they tracked the guy?
Yeah,
He's like trying to run in his full
Yeah.
bodysuit
He was
at his
filming.
apartment, just to, like, get me out of
yeah.
here.
Now they have to have a safety option every VR game to turn a bubble on, where if you have it on, other avatars disappear if they get near touching distance.
Oh my god, bro!
Whoa,
I'm telling you,
the world's
everything gets
changing quick,
sexualized.
man.
For that's a very
Yeah.
that's why they said the
Yeah.
internet got so big was because of porn. That's why like all this shit gets big is because it's like they just sexualize. Like I mean, dude, I would never think VR.
I would.
He's like,
Dude,
bro.
I think porn's gonna explode again, man. Let me pitch you guys something, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
You see a lot of celebrities are on OnlyFans now, like big ass
Ooh,
celebrities, like
true.
celebrities that used to not do porn at all. Yo, we gotta make a big ass movie that's like the best porno ever,
Like the
for
new
real.
Pirates.
The new Pirates, yeah, exactly. It needs to happen, but like with fantastic actors, great fucking.
What was the budget for Pirates? It was like a $5 million.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
a
it
big
was
ass
like
movie.
5 or
Yeah.
10 million.
Oh, is there any high budget porn?
Yeah. Pirates was like 5 million.
Oh, I thought you
the
guys were talking
sequel
about
was
Pirates
10
of the
million.
Caribbean.
What happens?
No,
I think it all went
it's
online.
the porn
Oh,
version
Pirates
of
of the
that. Yeah.
Were you guys being for real? There was a $5 million
Yeah, you
pirate?
can look up the budget. It was like
Oh, there's
famous.
CGI and everything.
What?
Bro, it's sick.
I thought you were actually talking about Pirates of the Caribbean. I was like, yeah, I was like, that seems like a low budget for that.
Yeah,
movie.
it was the post-credit scene.
So was there like a Jack Sparrow, and was it like?
Oh, dude, they did
This-
it perfectly to a
This
T.
was early though. This was like Brie Olson was like on top of the porn game.
Yeah, I mean, this was
Wow.
like 2002 or something.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
old school. But now you got all these like, I don't know, B-list, some A-list celebrities that are they're already doing porn online. Just fucking put them in a
Dude,
movie.
when Will Smith makes
Yep.
an OnlyFans, it will become
Then it's
accepted.
over, dude.
Yeah.
That'll be game over.
That is true. Like, who's got it? Like, when the second someone that's big enough like that does
Brad Pitt's
one.
shown his dick on the female version of Playboy when he was younger.
Was it Playgirl?
Playgirl. He was in Playgirl. I think it was Brad Pitt.
You think it started with
Yeah.
Brad?
All I
Pitt.
know is I saw some famous
Some guy,
back
some
on
hot dude looked like Brad Pitt, showed his dick on Playgirl.
that. There's a hot dick that I imagine would match Brad Pitt's
It was like,
body.
it wasn't even. It was like a Spanish dick. He was like,
Yeah.
bro, that looks like Brad Pitt's dick.
It might have been
hope it is.
Antonio Banderas. Now that I think of it, I can't recall.
Dude, that's hilarious. I remember when I was a kid, I saw Bruce Willis in a movie, and it was like a softcore, like kind of. It was like a show, Cinemax or something. He's swimming in a pool, and you see full cock.
You
on that
saw
dude.
it?
Yeah, yeah. And it was like a young Bruce Willis movie. He was like making out with some girl in a pool. That's like one of those moments in my head that will never like leave. Is I was just watching it because it said in the beginning it's like nudity, and you're like, oh fuck yeah,
Yeah.
and then it's him, and you're like, oh no, I didn't know it was dick nudity. Like it should tell you like dick nudity or
Yeah.
woman nudity.
You think they should have that dick nudity?
Yeah, yeah, N DN. And then
PN. Yeah.
What's PN?
Pussy nudity.
I want penis. And I was like, dude, dick's already
Actually,
up there,
yeah,
bro.
the P. That's a poor choice.
Well,
A VN.
VN.
But that just makes it sound like very nudity.
What's the
Very
show
nudity.
that has the most fucking in it right now?
Well, Games of Thrones. Game
That's
of
what
Thrones.
But there's
I
one
would-
bigger than that now. that
Yeah.
people are talking
Did they
about.
fuck a lot in
Is
I
it
never
Gambit?
watched it.
Yeah, a lot
Yeah.
of fucking.
It might be the
I haven't
chess
seen
one.
the Queen's Gambit.
I think there's a lot of.
There's
I
fucking.
think it's.
Why would there be fucking?
I don't know if it's that, but it's a new one on Netflix.
Maybe
man,
they
I don't
get
know.
creative with the pieces.
Hey.
Yo, Tom and I
They-
play a little bit of chess. You guys ever do that?
Yeah.
I'm terrible.
Oh, dude, it's fun, man.
I
Get a
can
little stoned,
play.
put on some music.
Yeah, see, I can play, but I can't like the 3 moves ahead that people think about. Like that's just
You're
genius.
done at 2 moves
Dude,
ahead.
I'm done at 1 move ahead, bro. I move my piece as I think about it. Like I don't ever like, all right, I'm gonna lay this up to do. Like that's genius shit, bro. My brain is not. I mean, my shit's simple, dude.
I'm still figuring out what the pieces do. Where does the pawn go? That's
What
as
about
far as I got.
the? Isn't there a robot? Is the robot still the best chess player on Earth? It defeated the dude.
Oh yeah.
I saw the
Robot's
video of
gonna be
that.
the
It was
best,
kind of
yeah.
sad
That's
to watch.
terrifying. Dude.
Why was he upset? He was really upset, right? The guy when
Yeah,
he
well,
lost
it's like,
the robot.
that was
but
his
it's like
like
he just
John
had a
Henry
chance.
Hammer moment. You
Well, 'cause
know?
okay.
It's like man versus machine, and we finally proved that man isn't that great. I
Yeah.
guess
It-
we
yeah,
lost.
it was bigger than chess.
Yep.
I also
I don't remember his name.
I don't-
guess.
nobody
I
does.
remember the machine's name.
Well, that's the
Random guy. Yeah.
Imagine if like the only thing that you're known for, the only thing that you're good at, then they build a robot that just smokes you. It's gotta be like, ah, shit.
Oh, well, dude, we've been
Yeah.
talking about this with my dad. Just wait for the Jay Leno 5000. We're gonna have
Dude,
a robot
yeah,
come out on
stand-up
wheels.
comedy robot, dude.
It'll be better than
It's
most
over.
comedians.
Bro, that'd be so
For,
funny.
it really, for real, will be.
When-
Well,
Yeah,
actually
Craig
better than most
Ferguson was
comics.
already on his way there, I think. Right? His sidekick was the skeleton robot.
He
But
had
that
a
was-
but it was a
skeleton.
voice actor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a different type of show with the skeleton.
It's all
Yeah.
the variables. Once AI can detect all of the things, like the glass, the waitress dropped a glass in the audience,
my God.
therefore
Yeah.
you know,
Therefore-
it
and then-
calculates the
yeah, then-
perfect line.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude,
That's
so I have
so
all of human knowledge in its head. So the perfect
Okay.
catchphrase come back.
Like the callback robot.
That's true. So right now,
the callback 5000.
because at first when you guys were saying that, it sounds dumb to me. Like that's never gonna happen. But honestly, if they, like you said, if it can calculate the funniest response, so you know this happens, and the robot knows, all right, 90% of the time this lands.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you go see this hilarious? Like everything that happens, people would be doing dumb shit, like just punching their table, and the robot turns, and it's like Ian Bag of robots
Yeah.
just killing it. Just like that's crazy, man.
It's gonna happen, man. Because think about the holograms, dude, at the concerts.
And think about how many
Yeah,
bad
those are
wild.
think about how many bad comics there are too. Like imagine if there's like a
Oh.
robot comic that just hits the road, and you're just like, bro.
You'd be done.
Oh, dude, he could
well, it's
do
just like
so
that,
many shows.
There's, that's
doesn't
happening right
drink.
now in music. There's that musician who's an AI singer in
No
South Korea. She's like one of the
way.
biggest musicians in South
What does
Korea.
that mean, AI singer?
She's like computer generated. She sings computer
So
generated
this isn't a real
songs.
person whatsoever.
No, it's literally a hologram like anime girl that sells out arenas.
No.
100,000
I'm
seat
familiar, yeah.
Miko or something.
Something like that.
And it's not
yeah.
a person's voice; it's generated
It's
through
generated.
the AI.
Yeah.
So literally everything is AI, not even a.
Yeah.
And
I think so.
what?
I'm not well versed in the AI anime girl.
Homie, that's scary. Though. At some point, I think there's only certain things that are never going to do. Like, I mean, we got video games, and it's still better to watch live sport. Like, I don't want.
Well, yeah. Think about it though, because she gets paid for guest appearances.
No
Which means that the
way,
programmers
dude.
and whoever owns the rights to her just like program her talking to the host and send it to them, and then they get paid, dividends, and I think they get residuals for it.
Residuals for a robot.
performances.
Wow, dude, that's the end.
Dude,
of,
so we need to build an AI robot thing. Can
Yep.
we get a guy? Do we have a guy?
do we have an AI comic?
A Fiverr yeah.
What about
yeah.
our AI sucks? He just bombs left and right. He just goes on
It's the
stage.
shittiest open micer bot.
Oh, okay.
That
Yeah.
could be fun.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that would be. I said it like at first I would be like, fuck this, but then if you're at the Comedy Store and like you're about to leave, and you're like, all right, if we wait 10 more minutes, robot's gonna go up. I guarantee you, people are gonna go wait for the robot. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause even if it's just
I'm waiting for the robot.
that's what, even if it's just
yeah.
a gimmick in the beginning, and then the robot's not gonna do open mics for. He's not gonna go to the Sycamore Tavern
doesn't do mics.
and do a 5-minute paid open mic. You know what I'm saying? Like,
By the way, they open. I heard
Well, that's
that
just kind of funny if he has a little bit of intelligence. He's kind of like a sad robot. kind of go through the mics.
There's 3 people here. What's the point?
yeah, yeah, I know,
Been
right?
waiting here for 5 hours. Finally signed up for 5 minutes.
Host
Fuck
keeps
my
putting his friends.
Yeah, this guy just got here. How is he going up? It's just like, just turns into a bitter comic so
Really bitter open mic robot.
open mic robot.
And it dies by accidentally getting into drinking and pouring a beer on itself and just self-destructing.
I mean, that,
Oh, well, let's just pitch this idea. I like sad open mic.
dude, that would be a great fucking, yeah. 'Cause that's one of those things that should be a sketch and just goes into like a full-length movie. And they try to give it feelings and no one cares. They throw a glass. What was that one comic got hit in the chest with that glass?
Oh, I seen the video of that. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Wait,
that.
what?
He said something like like a vague "your mom" joke to an audience
Yeah.
guy in response, and then the guy just
Well,
went crazy
yeah.
and threw a glass.
Like a literal whiskey glass. Like, I mean, that shit. If it hit him in the face,
That's
it was
crazy.
breaking.
Breaking eye
Oh,
socket.
dude, and it hit him right in the chest, and the guy goes, "All you hear is his mom's dead, bud." Like someone in the audience yelled
dead.
Probably Canada after hearing,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh yeah, because that's literally what he says in the background. Because the
Wait,
guy's
a
on
dude
stage.
said
like,
that
"Ooh."
after he got hit to kind of like
Well,
To be like, that's
someone-
why that
hey
happened
man,
to
that's
you.
what happened.
Yeah, and I don't know if it was
okay.
the guy who threw it. I think it was his homie was just like, "Hey, his mom's dead, bud."
I kind of respect the guy that just had to just made it clear why it happened. So
Oh,
Yeah, I
dude.
do
a little more
too.
calm.
Yeah,
Like,
because
oh, alright.
as you're holding your stomach, like, oh shit, you must be thinking like, ah shit, his mom's dead. It's like-
Condolences.
The guy doesn't have a cool response either. He goes,
Oh.
"You have to get out because that is assault."
that was not a good comeback.
Ah,
that's
Not the best
brutal.
way to handle it.
No, as a comic, you know.
It's like the Kramer. I showed my girlfriend we're watching Seinfeld. She's never seen the Kramer video.
Oh my god.
So I showed her the Kramer. Her jaw dropped, and we're just watching it. And she's like, "So did he work after this?" I was like, "No, he."
I thought he got a show like 2 years later.
Did he
They, like,
really?
not a lead, but they like, he's like the 5th guy on the show.
Oh,
maybe.
I think he like went on Letterman with Seinfeld.
Yeah. They did a whole talk.
I just remember there was an
talk.
interview with somebody who was in the green room that day, and they said that when he came off stage, he went in the green room and was like, "Weird audience tonight, guys, huh?"
Oh my god.
Immediately after.
I
yeah,
did
like
hear-
immediately afterward. He didn't know. He
Yeah.
just thought it was like a weird bomb.
I heard that too. That people were saying like he was talking about the next show. Like people
Yeah.
who was just like, whatever, we'll get him the next show.
And they
I
were
was
all
like,
just
"Bro."
like sitting in silence.
Yeah, dude, it was way worse than you thought.
Yeah,
That was but
that's what blew
Dude,
my
that
mind.
just scares me that human brains everyone has some weird switch. Hopefully,
I mean,
not in this lifetime, but that is crazy. Because did he plan that to happen? Probably.
No.
No, I think he just
No,
got
he went
pissed and said
crazy.
the first thing that came to,
To
his
really,
mind.
but
what if the
man,
robot?
everything is on the line. Everything's.
Oh, dude, 100%.
Crazy.
Yeah.
What if the robot ended up watching all these comedy videos and thought that was genius, and now it's just like this racist comic
This
robot?
Kramer guy sure is.
Literally, it just turns into like Andrew Dice Clay of a robot. He's just like putting his arm around his head, smoking cigarettes.
I'd love to watch a robot do physical comedy.
Oh, that'd be fantastic, especially if it's like a 1950s Star Trek comic.
Yeah.
Well, how soon until they have like a hot robot and you're just
That's
like,
already
come
there,
on.
already
dude.
there, man.
I've
Well, I'm
seen
saying
it.
like a hot robot comic. It's like, all right, you don't
Oh.
have to be a hot and like it's like when you see a hot girl do comedy, you're like, what are you doing? It's like now there's a hot robot. It's like, really, you guys are gonna take over everything?
She's got like really shitty AI, and there's like a brilliant male bit of the robot there. It's like this
kinda
robot
like
has an
ugly
old
and
system.
How did she get the pot?
on the road. I will show.
Can't even program crowd work. Bullshit.
She has because she has the AI blowjobber built into her face.
They gave her lips, and she gets everything.
That is hilarious. That's how they. That'd be so funny if like they built all these robots and like whatever, it's a robot, it's not a person, and then they put lips on it, and then everyone starts falling in love. Just like ooh.
Well, like you know that.
All right,
um,
well,
I
I
can fall in
tried,
love
you
with
guys.
a robot.
You know
no,
what?
I'll,
They don't. They're not all funny. You know what I'm saying? Like
no, I'll plus one that. Listen, we can
Co-sign that line.
I'm literally drowning, and Dex is trying to help me out. And you guys are
No,
just
but
like,
I'm gonna just open this up, man. I feel like someone we know will fall in love with a robot before
Oh,
we
bro.
die.
I hate to break it to you,
100%.
someone you know has. VR is
and
intelligent.
we don't like to call her a robot. She is AI.
Please, her
That-
name is VR Cindy.
Have you guys? Is VR porn? What do you guys think?
It's great.
See, he's all into this.
Okay,
shit.
tell me about it because I've only seen there's two versions,
His
right?
poor
I've seen
dog,
the
though.
Oculus one. It seems like a nice
Yeah.
headwear. Then there's the ones you get at Best Buy and you shove your phone into the front of
Yeah,
it.
you don't want those.
that
want
seems
the-
heavy
That's
and
a
weird.
flat experience.
Okay, no,
Yeah,
flat.
yeah.
Oh, you already know
Yeah,
terminology. I
yeah.
don't know.
You want it to be.
Let's
You want it
get
to
into
have
this.
dimensions. You want it to have
Absolutely.
layers.
Just
Yeah,
don't just don't have a pet because Andy will be hooking up with a VR girl and he has his dog right there. He's like, oh, you have a nice head of hair. And his dog's like,
Does
No.
it feel like the Matrix, kind of, or no?
So here's the thing. It's not totally there, but it's close.
well, how do you hold your? How do you?
So
do,
you
'cause you have two hands on the thing.
basically, well, it's not like you're using your controllers in the video. It's a 360 video.
Wait,
you-
so you can
can you
just
put
walk
a-
around the house?
Can you put up VR
No, so
mirrors
you're,
all
you're
over
kind
it?
of stationary, and you're from the perspective of like a dude laying like a corpse.
So you'll be standing up, but you're laying down in
Yeah.
the VR.
You-
All
So
right.
you have to like lay down with your Quest on the hardwood to get immersed.
Yeah.
to get immersed.
Because the directors, I watched an interview,
Oh my god.
and the directors.
What's the
found,
guy's name? It's like Hung Larry.
Well,
Just
Denise
something-
Villeneuve is getting no.
This is amazing. You talk. Wait, this is a BTS with the director telling you the best way to
Yeah,
get immersed.
the best
Oh,
way
nice.
to direct a pornography for VR.
Okay.
He said that they tried it with like having the guy get really into it, but then when you're there, you can't feel all the things he's feeling.
Mm.
Yeah.
So they're like, it's best to just have him in corpse mode, and sort of just have the dick be what's happening.
I
Dog.
agree.
So if
I
you can
see.
line your dick up
How
with
much are
his and
those
the
guys
vision.
getting?
Wait. With
You
his.
just have to lay
Not
there
much,
To get,
they're
not
just-
much.
Well, it's from
Yeah,
a male
$1.50.
perspective. You're seeing like the girl, first person, go down on the dude's dick as if it's your dick.
So you're
Right,
you're
right.
lining
Okay.
up here.
S-
Cock your mic this way.
Yeah. So if you're like laying like this. oh.
Like this. Flat like this.
What am I doing? What are you?
Do you not visually see what's going on? It's like this. Put it straight, like a pill popping up the bottom, and then pull it up to your
I
face.
see.
Ah, that works. I'm trying.
I almost deep throated this shit.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's
we'll
good.
go back to this corpse mode. This is like the weirdest thing they call it. It's like, all right, you want to get into corpse mode.
Well, I think they tell the male actors to just lay there and not move at all.
So you're staring at a male actor. Where's the girl? Is there a
Well,
girl?
There's a girl.
Oh
on
no, I'm
top
sorry.
of
So
you.
you're POV.
Yes, the
So
guy
you-
yeah,
it's basically
POV
like you've
from
hopped
his-
into the guy's
Yeah, it's
body,
like
like
you're-
being John Malkovich.
They're
God.
filming
Yeah,
it like
that's
from
a good way.
GoPro.
You're looking through
Yeah.
his eyes.
So we.
That's exactly
So
it.
we're like
Yes.
John Malkovich.
It's like you're John Malkovich getting a blowjob. Well, John Malkovich is getting a blowjob.
Can I look
or
into
not.
a, can I look into a mirror during it and see John Malkovich getting a blowjob?
You
That'd
can't.
be an amazing Easter egg. You walk in the bathroom and like you see, and you actually are John Malkovich. Can't believe this. I'm
Wouldn't
John Malkovich. Oh my god.
Wouldn't that be amazing if every VR porno ended with them staring in the mirror, being like, "This doesn't feel real. Someone's in my head."
Well, I like that there's like a through line story where John Malkovich kind of talks to himself in the bathroom afterward. You
Yeah.
kind of learn
Oh,
a little
that's
more
great.
every time. You're,
Just so
you're more
it's-
excited for the talk with John Malkovich than the porn.
It's more
Yeah.
socially
And you're
acceptable.
more calm. You just busted a nut. You're kind of like in this weird state of mind. Then you can just talk to John. Yeah, I like that.
It's more acceptable to say like, "Oh no, I don't watch VR porn. It's a John Malkovich simulator."
It's just, I haven't bought the clothes yet. It's I haven't got to that
Getting
level.
inside his head. He just lives a very erotic lifestyle. I can't help it.
Well,
Well,
here's
they
the-
need to do VR porn with famous people, and you could become them.
Ooh.
Fucking.
That would be. Well, just like deep fake it, you know?
Deep fake it.
Deep
yeah.
fake the VR porn actors.
So here's a question though: do you get to pick your VR body? Because what if you accidentally see?
It's hairy.
That's that's what I'm saying. Like, what if you want it? Like, you look down, you have like a tiny dig, you're just like a micro peen.
I
you're
watched
like, oh,
one that I had
no."
to stop because the second the dude got hard, I was like, Jesus Christ, that's weird.
Was it small?
No, it's just one of those penises.
This isn't my body.
That's amazing.
yeah, like how would it? How
You
do
know,
you
it's the kind that
how
you
do
look
you
at.
That's how immersive it is, though. That says a lot.
Yeah, you look at it, you're like, Jesus, this guy needs a doctor. Like, it just looks a little off on the skin.
What if it has a? Oh, well, don't all dicks have a different skin tone than your body?
I think so, but this guy's was more different than the usual.
He
Oh, so
upgraded
then
the
you
black
see
dick. He just has like a mammoth
Well,
on
it's like
him.
the head, I think, is what it, like some of these
They can't make the soft.
some of these
circle.
boys have a meaty head.
So then in that moment, then you rip off the goggles, then you're relieved that it's not your dick.
Yeah, I look at my dick and I go, oh,
And
thank
you're
God.
like, oh.
That'd be so funny if when they get the VR guy, they put you, they tracked your dick, like they put the dots all around it, so when you get hard, it can like, you know, what
Well,
I
I'm
mean,
not
on
going to get
VR.
you too excited, but the technology is moving fast.
You have some inside stuff about what we can see
VR
in the next few years?
So VR chat just added dynamic bones to their avatars.
What does that mean?
So
Before you guys just all slumped around, just goos of skin.
Well,
It's
it's
like
a
I
bit
can't wait till we
different.
get bones. just blobs.
people use VR chat for like erotic role play. This is the real bottom of the barrel society.
Oh, I thought VR.
So
porn
they're like
was
no,
something worse
no,
than
no.
that.
This is worse because it's like you and another person real time. You have motion trackers on your hands and your ankles so you can see your legs and arms and head.
Right.
Okay.
And you're just sort of hugging each other and eating each other's asses out. Like pretending to eat out asses and like role playing with your voice.
What do you got to
But
do?
then they added.
Wait. How does that feel?
yeah,
I haven't
Like,
tried it.
Okay.
Do you just
I
lick?
feel like
tried
kind
it.
of like when you get too close to like a wall in a video game and the wall starts kind of going through your. I feel
That's
like
the thing. It's
wouldn't
gotta
feel
be weird.
It's gotta be weird.
gotta
Okay,
not
so
be
they're using a
real.
lot of imagination.
But I met a guy. I made a video.
Just do you like? Sorry, do you hold like a bunch of pennies and lick them to get like the kind of like the taste roughly? Like, this is There's a lot of iron in
Yep.
this to VR
Yep.
chick.
You're getting it. I think you've been there before.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
'Cause
this
you
tastes
see-
real.
You know the tricks of the trade. I'm learning.
Yeah, I'm just saying, bro. Licking some pennies is very.
But now they have dynamic bones where you
Mm-hmm.
can have a custom avatar that's got a dick that like wobbles around and other people can interact with it. So like,
This is new right now. This
this
is happening
new
today.
technology this week.
Wow.
This week
This
in
week.
VR.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh man, it's gotta be man. This whole year. Oh, it makes so much sense, dude.
Yeah,
I'll
'cause
say it's
this-
made the
exact-
pandemic go
Yeah.
by a lot smoother.
Well, how big is the VR community got? I bet that thing exploded during the pandemic.
Right.
Growing.
Because I know a
It's
couple
growing.
people that joined it during the pandemic.
Oh yeah. I mean, I do
'Cause
VR
didn't Cheese-
comedy shows now.
That's what I'm saying. It's not
Yeah.
just. It's,
Dude,
it's
that is
everything.
crazy. That's
Yeah, me,
sick.
Chino, and Billy all
Yeah,
did a show together.
that's what I was gonna say. Like I know
VR.
Chino got one, Billy just got
Yeah.
one.
Can you
and-
do physicality?
Dude, yeah, so I'm proud to say I'm known as the first virtual reality physical comedian because I
Damn.
once did 30 minutes of physical comedy where I was using the remote controls as like so I'd be like, oh, what's the deal with the hole in the center of the VR controller? And then 5 minutes later I would just be going like this or something. I'd just leave my hand there. I'm like, shit, that's a tracking issue.
Oh, that's
And
fantastic.
there's all sorts of like jokes you can create out of the world of VR.
Okay.
Yeah, and also how your body moves. I feel like it would be really fun to-
Crazy
Yeah.
theory. I
It's
think that
fascinating.
That's so cool, dude.
I think in 10 years, the biggest comic on planet Earth will be an avatar that no one knows their real identity.
It's like the new unknown
Yo.
comic.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He
That's
just goes
sick.
into the VR world.
Who was the unknown comic?
I don't know.
Did anybody ever figure?
No,
'cause
they did.
They
He
did,
had a
right?
name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how bad were you that you had to make up
That's
an,
a crazy idea.
an unknown? What the VR comic?
Yeah, that
Well,
kinda
I was
just
still
blew my
talking
mind.
about mine.
Sorry,
but that's
continue.
fine. No, I'm just kidding.
No, this is good.
I'm just kidding.
My mind's being blown.
Mine's done. Like we're talking about VR comic. This guy put a bag on his head. You guys, how cool is that? Like, this is way cooler than a bag on a head.
Two-time Gong Show winner.
Was he really?
I think so.
He did really well on the Gong Show. They
He
had
did
him all
very
set-
well.
Yeah.
Dude, that's hilarious. I was just watching this thing about all these movie spoiler alerts and all this shit, and they said this one guy, there was a pair of twins in a movie. I forgot, it was some Marvel movie. I forgot what it was. But I guess this one guy was super excited because he got cast in this giant movie, and then they superimposed the other actors on his face, so it made them look like twins even though they weren't. So this guy got all pissed, like, wow, my first big break, and they take my face off and put this other guy's face on me.
That's sad.
That sounded better in my head. You know
No,
what?
I
dude?
like that.
I wasn't trying to be funny, so it's not a bomb.
That would really hurt me.
It's like not a bomb. Wasn't telling the joke. Just telling the story.
That's yeah, that would be really sad.
What, the bomb I just did? It'd be really sad to retell that story Mike just did. That would be super.
Halfway through that sentence, I was trying to think of something to add, and I was like, "Yep, that's."
Oh, speak.
So how much? Listen, I'm sorry. My mind is still so in VR, guys. I'm gonna try to switch gears.
How much
but
to get the setup?
Yeah,
100%.
Dude,
Yeah,
just
what
get
is
a
this?
Quest 2. It's
how much that
$300
cost?
bucks.
Mhm.
Is that the one with no wires? Or
It's
nothing?
built, no wires.
Okay.
You can use it with a PC, and it makes it stronger.
Does it come with someone to hook up with?
I wish.
Yeah, I'm saying. So you have to find your own
You have to
VR
find,
person.
but there are VR.
How do you
Hoes?
find
Are there
friends?
VR hoes?
Probably Discord group.
There's a website that
VR
people are
prostitutes.
VR prostitutes, and you can pay them to role play.
Dog, I'll give you
Yeah.
2
How much are they
Bitcoin to
making?
bit blow me.
I met one that made about like $50K a year.
Get
out of
of
here.
here, dude.
Yeah.
Applaud. That's
how-
fantastic.
Dude, that's
Hacking
amazing.
life.
Yeah, the
Love
way
it.
that people are making money nowadays
Yeah.
is fucking
VR
incredible.
Talk about
Yeah,
hacking.
and it's a
50 grand
dude.
a
He
year?
uses a voice changer to sound like an anime girl.
And she still gets VR beat up and shit. She's got all
well,
lumped
honestly,
up.
I think that's what part of it is.
You have a
like
VR
dudes who
pimp?
want to like do like really sketchy fantasies played out, but they
Mhm.
do
Could
it
get-
with people in VR.
Oh man, so it could
That
get,
makes
he
sense,
makes the
yeah.
big bucks, but he's got to get dark.
He
It
seems
probably
like
gets a
he
little
carried some
carry some
darkness.
weight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's,
man.
he's seen some shit. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
seen humanity.
Well, just imagine like
the
how
VR
far
dark web.
some people are willing to go with their fetishes when they're looking at you in real life.
Whoa.
Imagine how far one of these creeps will go if he doesn't have to see the person.
Plus, they got
The
that
guy's like,
weird,
Human
yeah.
cannibalism, all sorts of stuff.
He's in
like
VR.
that, you know?
He's like, "Are you a
Yeah.
VR cop? You got to tell me the truth. Are you a cop?"
Yeah.
And the guy's
Dude,
just
that-
like,
They're gonna
they
have those
found
too.
out.
Do they? They probably already do have.
Yeah,
probably
I'm sure.
FBI and whatever they.
Oh, they
well,
have
I'm sure
to.
they've got
Oh,
a tap
yeah.
on it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They have VR dark web or deep web stuff.
It's not like deep web, but there's a dark part of it.
But I feel like you would be able to go in there and then like you could just like talk to people and do like all sorts of illegal shit. And no
Oh,
one could
yeah.
hear it, and like you're literally just, like it's like having a conversation in a dark alleyway.
Dude, if I was
That's
the feds,
exactly
I
it.
would be on that
You
shit.
could have a private
yeah.
room and you could interact with people face to face,
Dude, that's-
and it's
How dope of a
It's
job is that guy?
really cool,
You get
but
to your
scary cool.
office, you put on a VR set. He's like, "All right, gotta get to work, you guys." You're just like walking around VR,
That's
like,
the thing,
"Hey, you
too,
got any
VR
drugs?"
offices.
No, all right, cool. I'm not a cop. Just keep going,
I'm not a cop.
Dude, I'd be so down to be a VR cop, like not any type of cop.
bro. A
Dude,
VR
that-
cop.
that
Give a
sounds
shit.
that sounds
VR
like an
bounty
anime.
hunter.
I said more like a bounty hunter. VR
Yeah,
bounty hunter.
bounty
There we
hunter.
go. That's the right word.
That'd be
That'd
Oh,
be
great.
sick.
You
shit.
still owe us
Oh,
money for
dude.
that quest too.
Yeah.
Oh, just chasing
You're
nerds
so
in
it's-
cyberspace and then hog tying him, bringing him back.
Bounty
You're
Hunter the
using
coolest
pirated
job?
software.
That is the coolest job.
I think Bounty Hunter is the coolest job.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
Assassin more, but
Well,
they're
isn't
close.
Is it pretty easy to
Yeah.
become a bounty hunter?
I mean,
you just gotta
Dog
feel
did it.
well,
like
like
a-
that type, but like
you don't have to be a cop.
the cool Boba Fett Bounty Hunter types. I feel
Galaxy
it's,
one.
it's
Yeah.
difficult to be like legit
to
heavy.
get respected, you have to have like contacts
Yeah.
for that kind of work. You gotta be like
Yeah.
one of these dudes who just knows everybody.
Yeah, that's true. You can't just get in that
Ex-military.
game.
Yeah.
And I feel like you think bounty hunters would just get killed every day though, right? Because like they usually just have like a paintball gun, some like
Yeah, they don't have-
pepper spray.
That's the thing is, I think usually they're looking for people who aren't really trying to outrun. They're just people who don't know that they have warrants out for them.
Yeah.
I think it's like more of that type
Yeah.
of thing. We're like, oh shit, I had a warrant.
Yeah, because they always seem to come really peacefully in Dog the Bounty Hunter. They're just like, oh, what? I didn't
It's always
know
like
I
they
had a
just show up
traffic
at their
ticket."
house and then it's like, oh, he was hiding, and they're always in the shower in every episode. right?
Yeah, it didn't seem like they were hiding. I think
No.
they just totally forgot they had to go to court.
I was thinking about that whenever they catch people. Like, do you guys, and like in my place, if I had to hide, there's nowhere I can hide from the cops. Like, you can go, there's one closet. There's,
No,
I mean,
I'm in a tiny.
Oh, yeah.
My apartment is about the size of this studio. So there would not be
you
much
just like
hiding.
Blair
Have
Witch.
you guys ever tried to run from the cops?
Oh yeah.
When I was a
Oh,
kid,
dude.
I once at the park.
I got you. I tried
It was
to.
in the park for me too. Got away.
I didn't get
Scott,
away.
too.
I ran away from a cop because it was I was riding. It was nothing gangster at all. I was riding a bike at a skate park, and then like I thought I could get away. And I
There's
just
a
ran right
skateboard
past him,
cop.
and then it was like one of those streets where it's just like literally just turning into like just street, and then just for millions of miles, nothing. And then like I kept
Yep.
pedaling, and then I saw him just slow. Oh, it's the worst feeling, dude.
So when I was a kid, my buddies would play this game where we'd just be walking around. It was like 10 at night, 11 at night, and then a cop would pull up to the red light,
Yeah.
and then they would just take off running, and the cop would throw his lights on thinking that we're doing something and just chase us. But you don't want to be the one telling the cop, so you just run too. And bro, we were out for like 2.5 hours once, just like multiple cops. We're running through backyards, the wood. Like it was fun for a minute, and then it got to be like terrifying, bro. Like hiding in bushes, and like we didn't do anything. Like we did nothing.
That's how you know you're white. Is that you're trying to get the cops to run after you for fun.
Dude, for real. I remember like we
crazy.
ran through like there was like 2 yards and then there was like the woods between them and like this little gully and we'd
Wait,
run
so you would start a high-speed chase
For no
initially?
for no reason. Just
Wait,
'cause
in a car, so it wouldn't be on
no,
foot.
on foot. We'd be standing at the corner at a red light, and the
You would just
cop
start
would be in
running?
the car. Yeah, and my buddy would just take like he'd like smack me, point to the cop,
Wow.
so the cop sees his point and just fucking go. So the cop's like, "Oh, what'd they do?"
Oh, that's
Yeah.
hilarious.
And my buddies were like, "Oh yeah," but they thought it was great. But dude, I'm such a pussy. Like I was so
I would
terrified.
never. No, that's still absolutely insane.
Like I do not want to get put in handcuffs,
Yeah,
even
that's
if it's
intense.
just like a.
It's fun to sneak into your neighbor's yard when you're kids, like with an army helmet or something, but you don't need to get the cops involved. You know, you can just.
Oh, dude, when I was me and my buddy, we would do dumbass shit, dude. Like we were, I don't know, man. It was just retarded. We would like line up. There was this one turn around like Osborne Road, in Colony, and like cars would just go flying down. It was like 30 miles an hour. They'd go like 45 feet. So I'd like line up all these wine bottles across the street, and you would just see these cars like, I mean, smash. They can't stop fast, and they smash through all the wine bottles. So one time these dudes got out of the car because they saw me and my friends laughing, and so there's like. Basically, we go to the right around this building. We don't notice the car goes around to the left, so we just run to the back. Dude, literally teenage kid. We're like 12. Teenagers jump out with baseball bats. Like, get over here,
Bro.
queers. And, dude, they chased us down. We ran up a hill. Like, the steepest hill I've ever run up in my life, dude. Just like dude, I felt like track and field, scoured up
Track
this
star,
hill,
dude.
and then just literally just dove into like a pile of leaves and a book, and like you hear these guys running around swearing at us, like swinging, hitting trees with these baseball bats, and I'm just
Damn, bro.
laying in the road or laying in this bush, like, dude, I was no joke, I'm like cuddled up, and some dude's like running. I see his feet like running by me. I'm like, bro, these are the kids that will fuck you up, like break your skull, not care.
Oh, dude.
like.
Jesus.
Young kids that are angry are the scariest people on the planet. Dude, these
100%.
kids, one time, they backed into my car, and I think they were drunk, they're young, and I didn't give a shit. I'm just like stony, cool adult guy, you know?
Yeah.
But they were like, one of them was talking to me, and then the other one went away, and then I looked behind him. He somehow had gotten a giant statue, like this
Whoa.
big, and I think it was like of Jesus or something, or Jesus' mom, I can't remember, Mary or whatever. Statue of Mary. And I look
Jesus'
over,
It was
mom.
Jesus
he
or
has
Mary.
it above his head, and he's
Whoa.
about to
Whoa.
smash it on my head. And I look at him, I'm like, "Yeah, man, like I just like, try to defuse it. That's a crazy statue, dude. Like that's wild, man." And then he kind of like snapped out and put it down. But it's like young kids, man, they think they get away with fucking anything.
there was
bro.
a-
and they don't think it's actually gonna
Well, it's
smash your head
'cause-
open. Either.
Especially the young kids who have gotten in trouble once.
Yeah,
Because like
they're
kids
afraid
who
of
go
getting
to
in
juvie,
trouble.
they're like, "Oh, this is the worst it gets until I'm 18.
Straight
I don't
up.
give a fuck."
Yeah, that's what my
They don't
brother
give a
told me
shit.
when I
Yeah,
was in
they're
high
like, I can do
school.
whatever I want, and I'm just
Yeah.
gonna go here.
These were different though. This was like a nice suburb neighborhood.
Oh yeah.
So
see,
these kids
yeah.
This
were
was a-
willing to commit murder so their parents wouldn't find
There's only
out
2 neighborhoods that have the
that
mayor.
they were
Yep,
drinking
That's
and
how my
driving.
neighborhood
Yeah.
was.
Very, still sketchy as hell.
I was like,
though. You
there's
gotta
two.
be careful.
Yeah, there's 2 types of
Yeah.
neighborhood that have the Virgin Mary statue. There's the really rich, churchy neighborhood, and the super Hispanic, just beat up neighborhood with like they put out like all what is it the scene? What is that?
Oh,
you know
oh,
the scene.
you know the scene. Yeah,
The
set
you know
the
what I'm talking.
scene.
The
I know, you
manger.
got the manger. Yeah,
The manger.
You got all the
Manger.
fellas.
And they just leave it
Yeah.
up all year round.
All those fellas.
My dad to the point. My dad just put up the manger, and I looked at it. I was like, "Oh, where's baby Jesus in it?" And he's like, "Oh, he doesn't arrive till Christmas."
That's a good dad joke.
Isn't that no? But it's for real. My dad put the it's
No,
like
it
it's like
doesn't actually
Hanukkah.
arrive till Christmas.
He literally doesn't put. No, he has it in this.
Oh, that's
probably in a
good.
box somewhere. like baby Jesus.
He doesn't
just
put
like,
it in
It's much
till
more
Christmas?
Yeah,
respectful.
because it's not. He wasn't born yet,
Your dad's that Christian?
bro.
Damn.
Damn,
Bro.
dude, that's like our grandma. He
That's
had one of
like
those little things.
even maybe a level above our
And every day
grandma.
he moves the
Yeah.
wise men a little closer as they walk.
That's kind of fun. That's like playing with action figures. I understand that.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I didn't even notice that was a thing. Cause I thought my dad. I was like kind of laughing at him, like, "Yo, what happened here? Did
Yeah.
someone steal your baby Jesus?" And my dad's like, "Do you not know the story?" I'm like, "Oh
God.
Jesus, Dad."
Did you have to go to church every Sunday and all that? Was he like super anal about that?
He tried to, but I was like, already. Like my dad, I'm the youngest, so by the
Yeah.
time I was around, he was like giving up on it. But I got kicked out of school, and they put me in a private school for a year. And I remember
Catholic?
the
Catholic private school? Dude.
Was it
Saint-
Jesuit?
St. Pius the 10th. I don't know what that
Oh,
means.
the 10th. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Good saint.
So, yeah, St. Pius. Yeah, he's a
I
good
went to a
saint.
Catholic college, but I wasn't
That,
really
isn't that your
raised religious.
choice?
Yeah,
That's
I chose,
weird. It's like
I don't know why. They had a good theater program.
Which one was it? What's Catholic?
I went to St. Louis University.
And that's okay. What does it mean though? You have to take one religious class. And
I had to
that's it?
take 3 years
Whoa.
of theology and 3 years of philosophy. So like
philosophy, all right, I
philosophy
get,
seems
but
kinda
philosophy sucked.
Really?
I hate it. Well, because like
is it all Jesus philosophy?
some of it's Jesus, philosophy of theology was one of them.
Hmm.
But then also like the thing I hate about philosophy, I love talking about it, But those classes, it's like we don't want you to think about the problem. We want you to figure out how to make the words technically make your argument correct and no one else's.
Gotcha.
So it's like a weird semantic
So
game.
they teach you how to argue
Well,
non-believers.
they're like, but in here, your statement here makes it so that's not as if, and it's not as true as it. And I'm like, this is just weird semantic BS.
Yeah, that's not what I was.
Yeah, we had to go to church
Yeah.
once a
Yeah.
week at school, like every Thursday at like
Yeah, we didn't have
11,
to go to church.
Yeah, it was like 11 a.m. We would all like walk over to the church. I remember like I was in 8th grade, just sitting there. Like everyone, it was like a pre-K through 8th grade school, so everybody there was like, this is their last year there, but they all know each other. Now I'm like the asshole public school kid that came here because I got kicked out for a year. Everyone hated it. I would like skip church and just go hang out, walk around the school, and like the priest would be like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Ah, shit!" Like I'd ride my mongoose to school.
Yeah, the mongoose.
I had a super goose, and everyone was just like, all these parents hated me because like they'd all drive up in their nice Benzes, and I'm like showing up with like light blue hair on a super goose.
Dude, you had dyed hair.
Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, I think they made me change it when I was in private school. They
They
weren't.
probably
like-
did. Yo,
they
yeah,
weren't-
They
they
wear
were-
a uniform.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yo, dude, 100. You know what? I
What was
hate
the uniform? I hate uniforms.
So this is what sucks about it. It was a white button-up shirt and then just blue like Dickies or whatever it is, like nice
Dickies.
or whatever Dockers are they called?
Oh
Dickies?
yeah, yeah.
Is that-
Dickies are like the fake sweaters, right?
Or
Where you
Dickies
just
pants.
wear the
I
top
thought they were
of a
pants.
sweater.
Yeah.
I don't.
They're also just like basic work pants.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Oh, okay.
What are you
Yeah.
talking? Hey, the Dickies are like what those VR
I
people
swear
put
it's-
on you, right? Like your little
Did you during
Dickies.
the VR orgy.
Oh, dude, I got a bunch of Dickies yesterday.
No, it's you can look up. It's in the 80s. People used to wear like it's just the top part of a turtleneck. So
That's
it looked
a
like you have a
thing?
turtleneck under your shirt, but it wasn't an actual turtleneck. It was just like the top.
What?
Oh, you
neck
should bring
part.
that back,
That's
Tom, with the
sick.
suit jacket. That's great.
Yeah.
I know that
Yeah,
Yeah,
sounds.
that used to be a
Dickie.
thing.
I will say my neck gets cold a lot, so I'm like that doesn't sound too bad to throw up a little.
Dude, that's what I'm
turtleneck.
saying with this
Right?
right here, man. Have
Yeah.
have the jacket
Yeah,
up.
Yeah.
Keep a warm
And
neck.
the guy in National Lampoon, he wore a Dickie in that one scene because he had a black one under a white shirt, so you could see just this black outline
I do
of like
remember
a
what
part
you're
of a
talking
shirt.
about.
I need one.
Well, it's not, the thing about uniforms is they tell you they do it so everybody's on the same level. No one knows who's rich and who's poor or whatever, right? What they don't tell you is logos matter. So when I'm going with my white Bugle Boy shirt and everyone's like,
Oh,
what the
no.
fuck's a Bugle Boy? And I was like, I don't fucking know, dog. My mom bought me this.
A
And
Bugle
bro,
Boy.
I got made fun of every day.
I would have made fun of you, and
it's
I was
like-
a loser.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. It's like how embarrassing. It's like, oh, it's just a white shirt, and everyone's like at school, like I got Calvin Klein, I got Tommy Hilfiger. It's like I got Bugle Boy. The fuck is a
Bugle Boy.
Bugle Boy, dog?
What is Bugle Boy?
I have
Where do
no
you buy
idea.
that?
You know what? I don't know. I think they give it to you. I think you have to like go show up
That's
at a
the one
church.
that they give to the kids who can't afford a shirt.
I feel like they did, man.
Label you a bugle boy,
Bro, I was-
sounds derogatory.
Yet
man.
another
I would wanna be
bugle
called a
boy.
bugle boy.
Dude, it's like a poor kid clothes,
Hey
man.
man, me and my Bugle Boys.
Yeah,
that would
it's
sound cool in
British
a
thing.
rap song.
yeah, it's
Rocking
like
around the town with my Bugle Boys.
that
No,
could
that
bring.
doesn't sound cool.
No, not when you.
Take it
Well,
that doesn't sound cool.
I love how you tried it though.
I don't know
Bro, that's
why.
super cool. Hold on.
I saw it through
Let me
the-
drop this
through
verse.
the line.
Count me in. Well, it's so fun. Like,
I saw it through.
imagine if Bugle Boy one day somebody popped it. Like, what if there was a rapper that was just like, "Yo, I got a ton of this Bugle Boy. I want to make this shit cool." Because randomly stuff will get cool, and you're like, "Who?" And like, oh, like those those Fila's that girls are wearing that are like like who made those
Yeah.
cool? I see those
Oh,
everywhere,
yeah.
dude.
Those are cool.
These giant. He's like, I got a pair. You put your foot up. Remember I remember when I was in high school, like for some reason, light up shoes had like a small comeback.
I had some of those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro.
They brought him back. LA Lights.
Right? Yes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
I think about that too. It must just be some rich person with a warehouse. Like, dog, I got a ton of these. Let's get someone to wear them.
Yeah, that's it.
Dude,
But the only thing is though, because I was actually really into this, and I remember they only had them for kids, and I wanted one for an adult size, and then I don't think they had them, so they might have just had to make some brand new shoes.
they might have.
That could have
Bring
been
it back,
it.
man.
They could. It's like those. What are those shoes with the what are they?
Heelys.
Heelys.
Oh,
Heelys.
Heelys were
Heelys.
great.
I
Bring
love
those back.
Heelys.
I
Heelys
feel
were
like
awesome.
They still have a good stock.
Do they?
They're doing well.
Dude,
Yeah.
I love their whole
They never went
generation. It was
away.
all about going extreme, dude, all the time, man.
Dude, we were extreme.
And I think, dude, this new generation, are they still going extreme? Because here's the thing. We had Jackass. I'm not saying they were smart, but they were telling kids to go get over your fear, man, and try something
Jackass
different,
4 is
man.
coming out, by the way, 2021.
Oh, dude, I can't
yeah,
wait.
but all these dudes
They
are
just
so
announced
old,
it.
bro.
It's not going to be as radical, and I feel like they'll have a whole Ryan Dunn part. I'll cry.
They probably,
they-
I probably
dude, you're
won't
right.
during that.
I hate when people like I get it because even like when the Adam Sandler comedy
Farley
special,
part.
bro, I was
Yeah.
like in tears during the shit. It's like and I like that he did it, but at the same time,
is
then
sad.
it's like, all right, guys, now let's get back to this funny. Let's get back to
I
laughing.
think they said that I think they said they're just dedicating the movie to him.
Oh,
So
okay.
I think I watched an interview with Steve-O recently, and he said basically they're gonna try to go balls to the walls and do everything they possibly can, and then none of them are ever gonna do any of this shit again.
Didn't they say that on the
that's
last one though?
awesome.
Yeah,
I feel like
but
they
I
always
think they
say
miss it.
Okay, but this is the problem is I feel like they always have to hype up how dope what they're doing now is because when Johnny Knoxville did that movie,
Dude, he did get injured a lot.
I heard he got injured, but
in
he
that
said
movie.
he got hurt. What was it called? Something Adventureland?
It was based on that
theme
water
park.
The actual theme park.
Action
Class
Park.
Action Park.
Yeah, Action Park was that one. And Class Action Park, I think, is a
was the
documentary. about
docu.
it. Yeah. So, but like that movie, he's talking about how he's like, I got hurt way more than I ever did in Jackass on this. It's like, well, I think you're just old. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
'cause, you can break your wrist
got-
way easier.
I think it's a. I think he's a catheter because of Jackass.
No,
man.
yeah,
It's
I
like
read
I
that,
think he
yeah.
really
For
got
real?
broken
Yeah, from
off
all
from
of
it.
I
the
mean,
nut
he
shots.
should have died.
Like,
yeah, like
from now on, he has a catheter.
I believe he has a catheter all the
Well,
time.
dude,
I read that. Yeah.
You seen the Jackass scene where they tried to launch him in like a giant 4th of July rocket?
Dude, that could have
And
killed him.
they
Oh,
filled
yeah,
it with
yeah,
pipe
yeah.
bombs, and the whole thing just blew up. And one of the pipe bombs came out like right by his leg. They said if it was like an inch over, it would
Yeah.
have blown a hole through his body, and he would have bled to death. It's like those guys don't fuck around.
They do a ton of drugs, though.
crazy.
Tell
Yeah,
me-
lot
they're
of
all really
Xanax.
drunk.
They
Yeah,
did.
yeah,
They're all
exactly.
sober now,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well,
Except for pills, probably.
Well,
Yeah,
'cause I remember there was a
honestly,
story about like Burt Kreischer was when he met Johnny Knoxville, like back before like all the Jackass days, like back in Florida, like way back. Burt said he hung out with Johnny Knoxville, and the first thing Johnny did was just give him a bunch of pills.
Wow.
And he was just like, "Oh, here, dude, take some of these." And then I don't know if Burt took them or not, because he was like, "Oh, whatever." But like that, like from back then. But you got to think about it, dude. All the stuff that these guys do, like, you
Wait,
know,
so Burt Kreischer knew Johnny Knoxville before? Just
Yeah,
'cause
that's
they
kinda
both
crazy.
Were
Yeah.
in Florida.
yeah, because I guess
That's crazy.
Yeah, Burt was going through. He was getting. It was because what was it? His stupid party animal, whatever thing. Like
Oh,
when he
yeah.
got known for like doing that whole shit. Then Johnny Knoxville was in Florida working with the. It was before Jackass and fuck
He was
was.
working with that magazine,
Yes.
Big Brother.
Yes.
Yeah,
Big
Big
Brother
Oh,
magazine.
yeah.
So that he was
Yeah.
with Big Brother when he met Burt Kreischer. So everyone was like, "Oh, this guy's crazy," and it was way. And then like the next couple years, it all started hitting. But so like Johnny Knoxville's bad. But you gotta think about those. Even Steve-O and shit, what they do, like they're taking like they're sniffing ketamine and doing all this
yeah,
crazy
dude.
like painkillery shit. Because think about what you do when you're just drunk alone. Now add all these crazy drugs. You're gonna do any like, and they tell you $10,000 for this stunt or $5, whatever it is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and all your boys are there just cheering you on.
100%.
from
Oh,
the back,
dude.
back.
That's gotta
Like,
be
dude,
a
you're gonna be
dream.
so. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like a blast, man.
Yo, dude.
But also, man, who had the best who had the best gig on that show?
The guy who got naked, Chris Pontius.
Chris Pontius probably
Chris
right.
Pontius, yeah.
You got the
Oh,
guy
you're
who's
right.
scooting around, getting
Yeah.
naked.
Yeah, I feel like Wee Man didn't
Yeah.
get it too bad.
We Man
We didn't
too.
get too bad.
But you're right though, because Pontius, even in Wild Boys, like he, it was mostly Steve-O doing the crazier shit. Pontius was like the laugh, like
Yeah, I mean,
Steve-O get
Steve-O had
caught.
the worst.
He's got
Yeah.
the hook through his mouth and cast into the whatever, like that. I mean, yeah, Pontius.
I love that show, man. Wild
Dude,
Boys. was
How
so
great- oh,
fun.
that was-
It
was great.
They got paid like no money for that too.
Wild
Really?
Boys.
The first season of Wild Boys, Steve-O just did an interview like last week. I've been listening to his podcast.
Are you sure it
which is
wasn't
dope.
Jackass?
No,
it was Wild Boys too.
He said that he got paid like $1,000 an episode.
No way.
for Wild
For
Boys.
Wild Boys.
Dog, that was such a good show. I
There-
like.
I think it was $15.
I think it's one of the best nature
I think it
shows
was
ever.
$1,500 an episode.
That's
he got.
nothing. That's nothing.
And he
That's
said people would
insanity.
recognize him, and he was homeless. Like he got kicked out of his house right after they filmed Wild Boys. So people were like, "Oh, dude, Steve-O," and he'd like, "Yeah, can I crash on your couch?"
Oh my
please?"
god.
So he wasn't making money from Jackass either, then? Because wasn't he on
He
Jackass?
started
the
to
TV
after
show?
the first movie.
Oh yeah, because the TV show, none of.
The TV show they didn't
Except
get
Johnny,
shit
I
either.
think, got a little
maybe.
cut.
Yeah. Because he was like production. He was something.
He was like producer.
Yeah.
or something
And I
also,
think
yeah.
Johnny like was like everybody needs a back end cut of all the movies because I think that's when he saw like that everybody's getting screwed. So
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
looked out from after that, but
And
So
Bam-
how did? Oh,
Bam was selling more skateboards during that time than Tony Hawk.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
dude,
forgot.
that
Dude, Bam was
right.
on top.
Bam was
Bam
like
was
the
on
number
top
one
of the world.
skateboarder.
Bro, he had like
Yeah.
T-shirts. I would go to the mall to
Everyone.
the
Hot
beat. What was it? The
Topic. He
B
was
and the heart or
huge.
whatever the
Yeah,
hell that
yeah.
was.
Well,
Yeah.
because Bam did the Tony Hawk skate park tour too, like right after the Jackass.
Jeez, that guy's falling. I mean,
Yeah.
Bam's hurting now.
He's hurting, yeah.
Well,
That's
yeah, I think that might be part of why
Well-
they're doing the new Jackass.
Oh, to help Bam out.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, it
'Cause I know
makes.
he's in it.
Well, because him and Ryan weren't they like best friends? Like,
Yeah.
So that's gotta fucking. I mean, that's gotta fuck you up when like. I mean, you must feel on top of the world, untouchable. Like you're one of the most famous people. All you and your friends are known for being whatever, and then your fucking homie dies. Like,
It's just crazy if you just because I know just if you guys a little bit of the history of just like that whole crew, like Novak, like the skater. What is it, Brian Novak?
Brian Novak, yeah.
Brian Novak just was a full-on dope fiend for, and all those guys were always trying to get him back together. Now Novak's the sober one trying to get Bam back.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Novak has a great YouTube channel too.
Yeah,
Novak's sick.
Fucking dope.
Yeah,
that's so
I co-sign
gnarly,
Novak.
man. That's fucking. What a trip, dude, to have like. I mean, be so famous. I think that's the worst part is to be famous and not have enough money to where you're just walking around. Like, everyone knows who you are, but you're like, dog, I'm in line at a burger place with you right now. Like, dude, this isn't good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know me, but this is not good. Like,
straight up.
That's a bummer, dude.
I had that feeling right when I first moved to LA, I realized how hard it is. When one of my Uber drivers was like one of my favorite characters in Dazed and Confused.
Are you serious?
Yeah, the stoner guy.
Oh,
He was my Uber driver.
Are you
once.
for?
Yeah.
Did he still have long hair?
Yeah, well, and I don't think he had long hair anymore, but I
How'd you
recognized
know it was
his
him?
face
Oh my
and his
God.
voice, and I was like, "Oh shit, you were in Dazed and
You
Confused."
said that to
right?"
him?
I did, and he was like, "Yeah, man, that was a good time."
Oh,
It's like-
that's a sad response to that question.
That is the saddest response. Fuck.
It was a good time, man.
Imagine that point in your
Yeah, I was like,
career.
"Oh,
You
fuck."
think you're gonna be huge. You're in one of the best
Well,
cult
think about it,
movies.
like the residuals on Dazed and Confused alone can't be that much anymore.
No, there's
So
too
unless
many
you did a
people.
lot of work after that.
But that after that, he was like, at least for a short period, he was partying with Sean Penn. He was partying with
yeah.
McConaughey.
Yeah, man.
So like a lot of those like sort of mid-level actors back then who didn't rack up as many
Dog, that's
like
brutal.
residual building roles as they could, like ended up having to find a plan B.
I heard Mary. Remember all that show with Mary
Yeah.
Beth Denberg? I think was her name.
I remember.
She does stand up now.
Does she
My buddy
really?
did a show with her, and he's like, dude, I did a show with Mary Beth Denberg or whatever her name. And he's like, she's all right, but it's like, imagine growing, because you're a kid on all that. She must have been a teenager.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you're like, oh, this is what life is? I'm just going to make a ton of money and be on TV, and everyone's going to know me. And then now you're at an open mic with some guy being like, were you on all that?
You want all
I remember
that.
me and Dex, we worked with Kel Mitchell from Keenan
Oh,
and
I
Kel.
love that.
And that was a weird one because I really do feel like what happened because he was the funny guy.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, yeah, now Keenan is like the funny guy.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
Keenan
I
got
know.
in SNL and he's just run
He's
with
just
that.
riding that out for the
which
rest.
was smart.
Dude,
Yeah,
talk.
yeah.
I
You're
think
so.
he saw that he needed a new sort of project that he could just totally go
Just
into.
be for him, yeah.
That's
Kel,
so-
I always saw as just being hilarious.
Me too. That's so
Yeah,
true to think
so-
about. Like the funniest
Think
guy.
of Good Burger. It was all
Bro.
Kel.
All
Good
Kel.
burger,
Kel.
so
It's all
good.
I love who loves orange soda. Like that whole like
Yeah.
Kel is like that's so funny to think. Like, he just stand up.
The
now?
one thing with Kel, and hear me out on
perfect
this,
for
once you hear it, you can't unhear it. He sounds a little, his brand is so similar to Chris Rock, I think it hurt him when he went out because he's, hey, how's it going? And it's almost Chris Rock's rhythm when
yeah.
he's doing stand-up.
I
so
can
it's
see that.
almost
Yeah,
like
yeah,
he's
yeah,
a
yeah.
lesser Chris Rock, I
That
guess.
makes sense because if you see him on the show, you don't really put it together. Once he does stand up, it's like,
I really just remember going like, whoa, he sounds like Chris Rock.
Ah, that's brutal. I've heard comics
That's
before
interesting.
where you're like, as they're doing their set, you're like, who is this? And then you like tape
Oh,
a set, you
yeah.
send it to your buddy, and they'll send you back. Like my buddy, I was watching somebody, I forgot on the road, but they were it was like John Mulaney, and the whole time I'm just
yeah.
sitting there like, fuck, who? And it was an older guy, and I sent the clip to my buddy. And he's like, oh, dog, that's John Mulaney. Like,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, and so yeah, man, that's fucking crazy.
It happens in
Damn.
music too. I guess it's just
Oh
sometimes
yeah.
once
Well,
in a
look
while.
at
just-
Aaron Carter, dude. He came to SLU when I was there, at St. Louis University. I get a Snapchat from my
I love
friend.
it. You know, give him to salute,
Yeah.
dog. I was at church, and I was just
I
like,
was
yo,
at
I gotta
our
see this guy.
It was a Saturday night. I get a Snapchat at it's actually afternoon, and it's like, bro, Aaron Carter's getting drunk in our dorm room. For my friend who's a freshman, so they were 18. Aaron Carter was
you for
in
real?
their freshman year dorm room doing shots. Because he literally just showed up. He was like just doing a tour across college campuses.
Oh,
'cause
just
I think he
fucking every
performed.
girl, dog.
And he would just show up like randomly and like go up to people and be like, "Hey, I'm Aaron Carter. You guys partying tonight? Like, let's party." And like
He's
that's-
trying to
my
be
friends
Bill
ended up
Murray,
partying
but he's
with
Aaron
him by doing
Carter.
that. Yeah.
He's trying
So
to
you
do the
went,
Bill.
you obviously
I
went.
didn't get to meet him. They didn't invite me.
Damn.
I just got the Snapchat. And I was like, can I come over? They're like, we're already about to get written up because they were
Oh,
in
I
a dorm
remember all
room.
that.
And not only that, Aaron Carter's probably like, yo, stop inviting guys here. What are you doing?
Yeah, exactly. And Aaron Carter had all these 18-year-old boys coming to hang out with him.
That's hilarious, bro. That's brutal.
But I was like, dude, he did not seem like he was doing that well.
I mean, look at him now.
Now he's got a face tattoo and he's talking shit on.
What was
Yeah,
his
that's
song?
right.
The
Jumper.
dance party of the
Aaron Carter's dance party.
Aaron Carter's dance
Yeah.
party. So yeah, that sucks to know you didn't get invited.
Because he's the same age as me, and when I was a kid, I used to listen to that song and be like, I want to be like Aaron Carter and have
Yeah.
a party like that.
I love that song. No, that's I had the album.
Get it go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play that in the car when we get out of here.
I want to party like Aaron Carter, dude.
Dude, I can't remember how that song
How did it
went, but
go?
was
It's so catchy.
so catchy.
Everybody over here and everybody over here.
Dude, one more line. I'm almost there. I just.
It's
What
party
was
of
the
the there, not
chorus?
a party of the year. Right? Somewhere in there.
Yeah.
I can't.
Didn't he have
And then
like?
it go na na.
Everybody gets about yippa. Everybody,
Oh my god, you guys are.
everybody gets about yippa.
Dude, they still don't have the app that
And
can
there's
let
something
me
about
do
spilling
that to
orange
find
or-
music. I hate it.
He has a line about spilling grape juice on his mom's sofa or something.
Oh, I
He's
remember
like,
hearing.
Turn the sofa
Yes.
cushion over. I'm like, yeah.
Oh yeah,
I've
I
been
felt
there.
that. I was like, oh yeah,
Solid
flip it.
move.
No one will ever find out.
Yeah.
Aaron Carter.
Dude, I remember I was at a party and my girlfriend at the time spilled her entire glass of red wine
Oh,
on the couch
During a high
school
when the
party?
owner was in the other room. And I remember just going like, oh, he's going to kick us out. So then we just blamed it on the dude's best friend who was more drunk and passed out in the other room. And I remember feeling really
I thought you were gonna
bad
say
that
the
I...
Aaron Carter song got in your head.
He's like, hold on, I know. He's like,
Everybody party.
he's like, guys, hold on, I know what to do. Hold on 1 second, let me get to that verse. So you spilled it, we'll grab it. Flip it over.
I'm on mama's new cushion. Oh, yeah.
It's like the Slumdog Millionaire kid. Yeah. Whatever.
I would love it if, like, after a while, like he just got booked on OxyClean commercials, and he's just sitting there like doing half of his verse. He's like, you don't want to flip it over, put some OxyClean on it.
I hope he comes full circle and just makes it kind of fun. Maybe 10 more years. He's still going through some angst.
He's going
Yeah.
through like what Hannah Montana's went through, but like spread out over like 40 years, I think.
Yeah,
But
it's
she's
a
at least
long one.
she's at least talented though.
That's the thing.
I was gonna say, speaking of talent, Amanda Bynes. Just have to say, watch the Amanda Show. It's a live sketch show, and she's in every single sketch.
So
changing-
underrated, so
Oh,
talented.
she's brilliant.
Really?
And same
But
with
then she just
Drake
did
she
Bell
has a
and
fa-
all of them. They were
she-
doing SNL as 10-year-olds. When I watched the show now, I'm
It
like,
is kind of brilliant, yeah.
It was.
Oh, that
pretty
is true. She
insane, in
was-
front of a live audience.
She had like
and some of those were
5
genuinely
characters.
really funny.
some of them were pretty freaking
Yeah.
funny, actually.
She has a face tattoo now. You guys seen her now?
No way.
Can you pull up Amanda Bynes?
That makes
real
They
me
all
sad.
do
You
it.
looked at it last
It's-
week.
They all do it.
Like Aaron Carter did too. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like it's that.
Man.
But Amanda's is like this weird, like a heart on her cheek, but it looked
Although-
like it wasn't done well, bro. It does not, like with that money she's got, it's like there's no way.
But speaking of talent, Aaron Carter, his song that he came out with just last year, it didn't get viewership, but it was fire, man.
Really?
He's
Really?
making good music.
he can sing.
It's as good as
I'll
the
have to
dance
check it out
party.
again.
Yeah.
It's as good as the dance.
It's definitely he's doing it.
Dude, I'm so behind on music. I'm not on with all the hip goings on.
I could tell. I'm not on with all the hip goings on.
but the funny thing is, I really like hardcore like trap rap music sometimes, or like gangster rap.
Speaking
Yeah.
of gangster rap,
Jesus
look at her now.
Christ.
That's Amanda Bynes, dog.
That makes me sad.
Still pretty hot.
Well,
But you know who I'm really
Yeah.
sad about that I just got into 2 days ago?
Who?
I just got really into King Von. And I was like, this guy's fucking insane.
I don't know
and
who
then
that
I
is.
was
How
like,
old
I gotta
am
look
I?
this guy up, and I looked him up, and he died a month ago.
Oh, really?
Because I
hate-
listened to one of his songs, I
yeah.
was like, this guy's gonna get killed in a shootout.
Why?
And
What?
then I looked up, and he did get killed in the shootout.
Oh,
and I was
well.
like, well, fuck, man.
it's crazy, man. Chief Keef is literally just a pioneer. Like he
yeah.
dropped some stuff recently that still is just incredible in my opinion. And also just in terms of trap in the last 5 years, like without Chief Keef, without Chicago, there'd be absolutely nothing.
yeah.
It's great.
But
Yeah.
this King Von, watch his fucking
never
music
heard of him.
videos. His music videos, he's like a storyteller. So he just like narrates stories about like killing people on the streets.
And then he gets
And
murdered.
how fucked up it. Yeah, apparently he like supposedly people got arrested because of one of the stories he told,
Oh my god.
but then they could never pin anything to him. He was tried for like attempted murder like 3 times.
Oh, bro, I saw this thing about the dumbest criminals, and there was this guy. There was a shooting in front of a liquor store, and they couldn't figure out who did it. And then this one dude had killer, and then like the name of like the area tattooed on his chest. And like, well, we can't get him for that. But then he had tattooed underneath literally the store, and then a guy getting shot in front, and then him off to the side as a helicopter shooting the guy. So like the cops are staring at it, and they're like, "Wow, the guy," and it was like all like accurate. Like the dude fell the same way. And so they literally were like, "Hey, your chest is very accurate," and they like, and then the guy he got arrested 4 years later. 4 years later,
That's crazy.
And the guy kept updating his tattoo to make it more and more accurate, like the amount of bullets he shot, like. So
Was
like,
he just a crazy psychopath?
he was like in a
he
gang
must have
somewhere.
been.
You guys saw Rich
he
off
was the guy with the
EDD,
plan.
right? The
No.
guys who made 1.2 million off of the government and then
Yeah.
made a rap song about it.
No.
look
I
up
got
the
rich
rap
off
song.
of EDD. It's sick.
So
dude.
crazy.
It's hard.
That's
really.
a stupid move, but gotta respect it.
You got to look up the song is hard.
Dude,
Not
that's
gonna lie.
awesome.
But yeah, dude, I'll send you a link. King Von did the one that blew him up is called Crazy Story,
All right.
and it's fucking like a 3-part story.
Is this like a Mortal Technique kind of shit?
It's like Immortal Technique. It's all storytelling of just like him, like the way he structures the music video is like him with all of his homies afterwards, like telling them about how he like rolled up on someone and fucking like murked them, and you see it play out while he's doing it. But
The thing about storytelling musicians I notice, especially rappers, the first couple times I hear it, it's genius. I love it. It's amazing. It's hard to bump an Immortal Technique song. You notice
that's
that?
true. I love Immortal
It's
Technique.
like
though.
it's kind
I
of
fuck with Immortal
It's for
Technique,
quiet
yeah.
dude.
contemplation kind of.
yes. It's more of just like hang out and
Yeah.
listen because
Yeah.
sometimes there's a couple songs you can bump a little bit, but it's a little bit. It's a lot of like.
I mean, that one song of his was the one that got me into that.
Dance
style
with
of
the
music.
Devil?
Dance
Yeah,
with the Devil was
yeah.
the song.
Oh,
that got
do
me
you
into
remember your
rap
friends
in
coming up like,
general.
dude,
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
listen to the song.
Oh, you get
I know it's 5
goosebumps
minutes,
and
but you
shit.
have to listen to the
Crazy.
whole
Dude,
thing.
yeah.
I know, right?
My buddy played it my freshman year, and I never even listened to rap music before that. And
How's your
like, I was like crying by the end of it.
It's a brilliant song. Yeah, man.
He was the first one that made a ton of money just selling his album just on the street. Like he was one of those.
Yeah,
dudes.
he was a pioneer.
Yeah. Super underground.
But yeah, King Von, R.I.P. He's a lot like him.
It's got to be rough though to be one of those people that are always because he always talks shit about like, you know, I'll take a shit on a development deal from Sony or Def Jam.
Yeah.
Like he says that in one of his songs, and then you realize like, well, that's like, look at Andrew Schultz talked a bunch of shit about Netflix. He just got a Netflix special.
Yeah, that's true.
So you know what I mean? It's one of those like, it's very like, I wonder if Immortal Technique got offered millions if he's like, motherfucker. Wish I didn't say that line. Like I really want to be on Sony or Def Jam.
Dude.
Yeah,
for
what's
real.
funny for like some of these guys, because like King Von, for example, he was like super blowing up before all this happened, but he couldn't tour because he has like he's been to prison a bunch of times, so he can't go overseas.
Oh my
and
god.
he can't even go home to Chicago anymore because he had so many
Chicago.
enemies there.
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah.
that sucks. You can't get the overseas money.
But
Yeah,
that's
you
the thing.
can't
He
tell
could have
the
made
fans.
so much and he probably could have
Damn.
not been shot if he had been able to go overseas.
Go to Canada, yeah.
Just go to Europe and Asia and just fucking make
That's
the
what I
money.
would have done. Like if I was one of those guys and I popped and I was able to, I'd move overseas and just fucking
They go
Italy,
crazy for it out
Canada,
there,
they'll
man.
love
they
you
go
and-
crazy
yeah.
for it out there.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's nuts, bro.
Yeah,
So-
because he went to Atlanta to escape Chicago because too many people wanted to kill him in Chicago.
Atlanta seems like a
Atlanta-
dangerous.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's,
I'd say
that's an
maybe
intense
like,
move. I would
I
have gone
don't
to
know.
Poughkeepsie. I don't know.
Poughkeepsie sounds nice. Go to Rhode Island.
Yeah,
Rhode Island,
yeah.
literally.
Providence, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, dude, that's fucking ridiculous. So, did they find out who killed him? Was
Yeah, I
that
think someone got arrested for it.
another rapper.
Yeah, it was. He got in an altercation with another rapper's like crew.
That'd be so funny if the guy that killed him has to write a verse about it now. Like
Well,
he's like,
'cause-
ah, shit, they're gonna find me out now.
Speaking of Chief Keef, I think King Von got like tried for hiring dudes to shoot up Chief Keef. Like he hired them to like $50,000 to like shoot a bunch of warning shots at him.
Can you imagine if stand-up was like this?
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
man.
We would
You
all be
become a
dead.
headliner?
Everyone would be shot instantly.
That's so true.
Oh,
Like if
yeah.
stand up was
Be
like
over.
the East Coast, West Coast kind of
Oh,
beef.
man.
Brutal.
Be
Like
the most brutal.
Ari Shafir shows up at the
year
comedy
of
store and people are
American
just
history.
like,
Oh, it would, yeah.
some New York comics
pulls
roll
out a
through. Yeah, bro, that'd be nuts, dude.
Oh, dude, green rooms would just be bloodbath.
Oh my god.
Knives
Oh.
being pulled. Oh my god. Yeah.
We would all like come together to kill the robot comic. Like that's the only way we all come together.
way to reunite all the comics.
We just got to come back and just
Take
like
'em out.
short circuit the robot. Nah, I was
Jay
expecting.
Leno
I
5000
like it.
is
I like
gonna
it.
come in 5 years, boys. But you know, in the meantime, we'll do Sycamore Tavern. That's all right.
Man, the drink
Sycamore
dropped in the
Tavern.
audience. Oh, I know the line.
Yeah. He has a big, giant chin on him. They
Oh,
just built
yeah.
this giant robot chin for no reason. Wow.
Oh, that's what you would have to do.
Oh, for Jay Leno.
Yeah.
What is this video? Is this the
Well, this is my outro.
Oh, this is just your outro.
Yeah, that's the
Nice.
logo. That's what when we jump into the. I'm trying. Usually we end on a laugh, and I'm like mulling, dude. I feel like I'm clam digging, not hitting shit. I'm just hitting rocks left and right.
Quick
Yeah, I
question.
mean, I know. Oh, we're out of time.
Yeah, we're pretty much there.
Okay, wait, is
Okay.
this
They're
your
good.
drone or is this just B-roll of?
This is just a B-roll shot, but I want to get this actual that behind the Hollywood Hills. That's a fucking
Looks great.
right. It's
Yeah,
a
it
beautiful.
does.
That's
Yeah.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
behind
There's
Hollywood,
a reservoir
dog.
up there. Ashton Kutcher lives by there.
Is
Oh,
he
yeah?
really?
I saw it online or something. I look around once in a while.
Let's go.
He lives right over
Yeah,
there.
where is that? Well, I was looking at that before. It's like, who has that? It's like all rich people live around like the fake lake in L.A.
I didn't know that lake
Yeah.
existed.
Me
until, like,
neither,
a
until I
year
saw
ago.
the shot.
I didn't know it
Honestly,
existed
until I saw
till
this
you literally
picture.
just
Yeah.
pointed it out right here.
Yeah, until I made the logo, I was like, holy shit, there's water in L.A.
You have
must be
space up there too. You can have acoustic instruments at your house and no neighbors. You know, it's
Man.
fine.
Wait,
I'm really. I've been thinking about getting a look. I like the area a lot.
So you want the space.
I was actually
I would say acoustic instruments though generally. Well, you mean acoustic drums? I know where you're going.
Yeah,
I'm saying you have a
okay.
lot of space up there. You can have a drum
got
set.
a lot of
You don't
space.
need
You
guitars.
You can have some horns. I mean, who said nothing about
You can
horns?
have the horns up there.
I have a horn section.
I
What's
could
wrong
have a
with
big
horn?
band practice.
I bet you played
What's up
French
with cows
horn.
like in horns? you
Nah,
guys watch
I
those
wish.
videos? You guys watch the cows like in the horns?
Cows like
I'll pull you
horn.
guys up this. Yeah. People go with the big brass bands up to the pastures and they play the music
Yeah,
and the
the
horn.
cows
The cows
come
come
around.
and they love it. Like
Wow.
thousands of cows.
Cows love horn
They
and
literally
I
do
didn't
love the
know
music.
that.
They're obsessed.
Weird.
Only with horns.
Is it because they have horns?
Ooh.
I want to do a Fraser Smith.
Oh yeah,
Slow.
Hey. All right. Well, real quick, thank you to Ola Shea, Golan Edick, Evan Seabooth, Nolan Culver for watching. I know other people were watching. I forgot to shout you guys out earlier. Oh yeah, before we end the podcast, real quick, thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate this. We go live every Tuesday at 10 a.m. PST. Be sure to subscribe, rate, rank, and share. You don't have to share. That feels like very ridiculous. But at least subscribe and rate. We're on iTunes, patreon.com/bestchampionspodcast. If you guys want to throw us a cut. Someone just fucking subscribed for $10 last week. So pretty crazy. So I get $10 a month off this one chick. And you know what? Thank you for that, because that's
you have quality content, bro.
quality content. You know, we're talking
You guys
about
are just getting
robots.
followers, dude.
Getting some followers. I'm not,
real.
you know, we're up. Our YouTube channel's is moving. We're getting some good views. Quick tip on how to get your numbers up. I just have a separate YouTube account and I just play my videos 24/7 on that computer. Don't ever stop it going, bro. No joke. If you're like, wow, I'm like, you got some good views. I'm sleeping. Like, that's my
So
laptop.
That does work.
I hope it does. I mean, I've been doing it every night for the last 2 weeks.
Oh, dude, we gotta get like 7 computers doing that all at once. Or
That's
get
what I
all
was-
your
Get a
friends to do
server
that.
farm.
That's what I'm thinking.
Famous.
Yeah, so if you guys like the podcast before bed, here we go. If you guys like the podcast before bed, go to YouTube, click play all next to one of our playlists, turn down the brightness all the way so it doesn't wake you up, turn down the volume. When you wake up, that's 8 hours of BCP. That's an easy way to support the pod. So if you guys want to
You
support
can
us,
support it in your sleep.
support it in your fucking
That's
sleep, you guys.
Do it already.
Hack
Oh,
the
that's
algorithm.
actually genius. Hack the algorithm.
go.
Let's
Yeah.
make it work.
Let's pop this pod. You know, no one will know what
Pop
we're
a
talking
pod.
about because they're sleeping the whole time. But be like, wow,
don't
you're
need to hear it.
Yeah, you don't need to hear it, or you can learn while you're sleeping.
That's true. You'll get subliminal little messages inside. All of a sudden, you're like,
Yeah, a
John
lot of good
Malkovich,
info on this.
Porn,
Yeah.
VR.
Porn
Jerk
VR.
off in VR.
Well, speaking of jerking off in VR, Andy, where can people find you?
Jerking off in VR. Obscure Nerd VR. Check it out. I'll be jerking it.
He's like, if you walk around the VR world and you don't know who Andy is, he's the one that's constantly jerking it.
Yeah.
That's
My dynamic bones are well versed.
Tom.
Yeah, I'll just be on Mike's podcast, so you can catch me there.
He's on episode 28 of BCP, so be sure to subscribe and like this one.
I'm at Dex Carvey, and if anyone has like a Quest or use Oculus, hit me up. Just DM me and I'll buy that for real. Thank you.
Dude, get it.
Which one do you recommend? The Quest?
Quest 2.
Quest
If you
2.
get
Quest
the
2,
hit
DM
me
me,
up.
please.
I'll hook you up with the good shit in there.
Okay, cool. I like
Cool.
hearing.
Good shit. Well, I've been Mike Masilotti. You guys can follow me at Mike Masilotti. And also, I will be in Kansas City. I'm going to pull this fucking shit up. Wichita, Kansas. Not Kansas City. I'll be in Wichita, Kansas, February 4th through the 6th at the Looney Bin. And then Little Rock, Arkansas, February 10th through 14th, also at the Looney Bin. So if you guys are in the area, come hit me up. I doubt the shows are going to be sold out because of all social distancing, so I can give you guys some free tickets. If they are, I'll still squeeze you guys in. Fun shows, fun clubs and shit. I never...
Oh, yeah.
Kansas, you know, I want to go see where the Dennis Did a bunch of his shit.
Oh, you'll have fun there.
Oh, bro, I'm gonna do a BTK fucking deep dive.
Whoa,
It's a good
fuck
sightseeing
yeah, bro.
tour.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna do. I went to Oklahoma City last time, and I went to the bombing. So it's just this is like a murder tour. Wherever I go,
That's fun.
I just look up who got murdered and where, and I stand there. Speaking of Wilshire and Fairfax, right over here, that's where Biggie got murdered.
Oh yeah, dude.
yeah, like a couple
Damn,
blocks
right
away.
there.
Yeah, right here. I had no
Go
idea.
smoke a joint.
Yeah.
or-
It's that's where but it had that red building, whatever the museum where
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
on the corner. I wonder if they should have a plaque for Biggie somewhere on that corner.
I think they do.
Do they?
I think so.
They better.
They should
Yeah.
name that street or something after him, or just,
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. I'm tired of Wilshire.
What if we just what
Shire?
I'm on Biggie Boulevard right now.
What if we just called
That
Biggie and
right.
Tupac or something?
Oh,
you
Biggie
know?
Boulevard's so nice off
Right?
the tongue, man.
Yeah,
I'm
Biggie
getting ready.
Boulevard,
Biggie
dude.
All right, love that.
So we're gonna put in for Biggie Boulevard. Thank you guys so much for watching. We really appreciate it. Sorry for the podcast, and bong boop. Here's your soup. Peace.
Bong boom, here's your soup. Boop, that's your soup, player. Bong boom, here's your soup.
Dude, I can do this whenever. I love it.
That's your soup, player.
For hours.
Yeah, that was a
I
good
have more
time.
shit I just want to talk about, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah, right?
That's basically what. Yeah.